We're talking today, Richard Williams of Kansas, the tour coming up later on this year, the 50th anniversary tour. They're going to be not that far from where we're at here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, to the east in Wausau, July 21st at the Grand Theater. Actually, a week before, they'll be a little bit to the west over in Minneapolis on July 14th at the State Theater. So plenty of opportunities to see Kansas around here. So start with which song on this particular tour you are most looking forward to playing.
Well, unfortunately, that's a question I can't answer because we're doing some songs we haven't played in a long time, and we've sworn a blood oath of secrecy because we want it to be a surprise. Once it happens. Of course, after the first show, everybody's going to know the set list, but I don't really want to leak it 4 months before the tour even begins. But I will say that we're really looking forward to playing some, and Kansas fans out there, I'm sure they can guess what a few of these are because they've been wanting to hear them for a very long time. And I've been wanting to play them for a long time, and we're finally got the right opportunity to actually add them to the set list. And I'm in the process. I'm sitting here in my guitar room right now, and I've spent half of my day learning old material because I haven't played these things in 45 years. And we're kind of complex. And so it's, what did I play here? Okay, how does that? Okay, we only have one guitar player now, or should the violinist double on guitar? And there's a lot of things to figure out. But that's all a lot of fun. So really looking forward to the tour in general is because it's going to encapsulate 50 years of Kansas. But I think what I'm looking forward to the most, to answer your question, is some of this stuff that we haven't played in a very long time.
And in the beginnings of the rehearsals, as you start to come together, like you were saying, like literally today, working on that sort of stuff, is there sort of a collective sort of, hey, wow, this song, we've got to do this. And again, without giving any information, but just in a very generic sort of sense, how does the band, between people like you that have been in the whole time, other members getting up to like Ronnie, who's fairly new, and everything in between, what's sort of the reaction when you find these other songs, rediscover, I should say, not find these other songs and go, wow, we need to bring this one out. So how does the band kind of come to a decision on that and sort of react to that?
But there's always, as a new tour starting, there's always discussion, what we need to change it up a bit, what you want to add. And so everybody has an opinion. They just want to say, oh, no, not that one. Or for this, we're doing the classic set at the moment, and that's more of a deep cut. But for this one, there's been some songs in common that we've been talking about for quite a while. And for the new guy, Tom Brislin on keys, he's been with us for about 4 years now. But he's a keyboard wizard, and he's just loving the opportunity to. He's kind of the music director in a lot of this, where he's so brilliant, where he's dissecting a lot of things and figuring out, okay, Ronnie, you're going to be playing that some keys, and I'll play this. Okay, the two guitar parts here, we're going to have to figure out how, because Dave is also playing violin. And I said, oh, don't worry about it. I got it. I've covered both parts before. So there's a lot of just discussion on how it's going to happen. And all of that is just, it's all spoken about with a lot of vigor, where it's like, oh man, this is going to be great. I can't wait to play this part. And, I just got this new amp, and this is going to, there's so much many collective things going on individually and together in preparation for this that it's all very exciting. I love playing all the time, but 50th anniversary, there's something undefinable special about this that I really haven't wrapped my mind around yet. I'm seeing tickets are blowing out the door already. And from the fan base perspective, this seems to be something that is a lot more special than anything we've done in a long time. So there's a lot of energy happening, not only with us, but with the fan base. So Yeah, the more I talk about it, the more excited I get.
Was there a point when it sort of crystallized where you just kind of smacked you and went, wow, yeah, 50? Is that the sort of thing that grows on you, or how does that affect you personally?
Well, personally, it hasn't yet. It is, we're usually off this time of year because traveling in the winter is a little bit difficult. And it's another tour is about to begin. But looming there is the 50, 50, 50, and all the weight that's behind that and the importance of that. And just 50 years, half a century we've been doing this. And so it is slowly sinking into me, just the weight of the moment. But I'm too caught up in the day-to-day assembly of all of this. We're talking about the lighting system, the stage setup. All of these things are part of our daily conversations, and there hasn't really been time to sit back and go, "Holy crap! It's 50 years. This is big." But it's every day it's sinking in a little bit more as we do more press on it, and we're seeing the ticket sales and adding shows and all of that. It's growing, and feeling that ground up growth is starting to affect me in a very exciting way. My wife is telling everybody about it. They're all excited. Family and old friends are trying to get tickets and all that. And so I'm starting to get caught up in the whirlwind of it all.
Mm-hmm. I'm feeling the energy right through the phone, actually, just chatting with you here. Last question in the last couple of minutes. As you're rehearsing these songs, as you're bringing back some of these songs for the first time in a long time, do you find yourself, like, what's your approach in terms of, you want to try to recreate, emulate exactly as these songs were played, or do you put on a new creative take on it? How do you approach these parts after so much time?
Well, really, the approach is to be as true to the arrangement as we can. And Tom Breslin he really likes to recreate the old analog sounds of like the keyboards of the time. And so that's exciting to hear it done in a way that hasn't been done in a long time. Let's say on songs we have done, he wants to go back to the way it was originally recorded with those type of sounds. I'm a little bit the opposite in that there's some songs where I go, God, I wish I had the equipment then that I have now. And so I'm approaching my parts in a lot of ways with the mindset, finally I'll get an opportunity to do this the way I heard it in my head. and so it's a little different for everybody.
This is going to be a fascinating watch. July 21st in Wausau, part of the 50th anniversary tour from Kansas. Richard Williams, thanks for chatting today. Enjoy working on all of this music, and we're looking forward to see you guys in the summer later this year.